Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is Lance Yahudah. All praise and glory and power to the Most High Elohim, Yahuah. And peace and love to the 12 tribes of Yasharel or Israel, whatever, you call it. But today I'm reading from the book of Yasher, chapter 85, starting from verse 10. And basically, I'm going to be talking about the reasons of why fornication and basically mixing with these different races that the Most High said for us not to mix with is the cause of our downfall and destruction. So, I'm amazed as I keep reading and I keep discovering what the Most High is saying and all of this good stuff. So, as I read on, here we go. So, I'm reading from chapter 10. You can pull out your book, your Sefer, your Torah. You just read from the book of Joshua. You can find it online. It's really the book of Yasher, as the J's went out a long time ago. They started replacing the Y's with the J's in the 15th, 16th century. So anyway, and chapter 10. And the children of Yasharel sent to Moab, saying, Let us pass now through your land into our place. But the children of Moab would not suffer the children of Yasharel to pass through their land. For the children of Moab were greatly afraid, lest the children of Yasharel should do unto them as Sihon, king of Amorium, had done to them, who had taken their land and had slain many of them. And this King Sihon is basically Sihon, Emory king, which is of the Africans, or Ham, children of Ham. Yeah, Amorium, basically, the Amorites. Well, actually, that's kind of basically, I guess, how you pronounce it. But the children of Canaan, which is still a child of Ham, and his children was cursed to be servants of the children of Shem. So, anyways, basically, we just got done slaying and fighting the kings of the Amorites, and we slayed and destroyed them and their kings, about 31 of their kings, with the Most High help. And pretty much I'm about to read verse 11. So therefore Moab would not suffer Yasharel to pass through his land. And Yahuah commanded the children of Yasharel, saying that they should not fight against Moab. So Yasharel removed from Moab the children of Yasharel journeyed from the border of Moab, and they came to the other side of Arnon, and the border of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites, and they pitched in the border of Sihon, king of Amorites, in the wilderness of the Kahidithmoth. So anyway, and the children of Yasharel sent messengers to Sihon, king of Amorium, saying, Let us pass through your land. We will not turn into the fields or into the vineyards. We will go along by the king's highway until we shall have passed your border. But Sihon, king would not suffer Yasharel to pass. And basically, long story short, we end up fighting them, and Yahuah, the chapter, verse 16, Yahuah delivered Sion, king of Amorite, into the hand of the children of Yasharel, and Yasharel smote all the people of Sion with the edge of the sword and avenged the cause of Moab. So pretty much as I go down, or as we go down and we see all of the fights and stuff that happen, basically what I'm saying about, remember, we're talking about why we're not supposed to be mixing with the children of these different races and whatnot. One moment as I scroll down, as I find that chapter, that verse. Okay, so as we see right here, and the children of Yasharel abode in the plain of Shittim, and they began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. So pretty much the whoredom is, another form of fornication. And we're not supposed to marry these Gentiles, these non-believers that don't believe in the Most High Yahuah, our Father, our Abba. And it was considered to be unclean, just like we're not supposed to mix with the Africans because we're not African. And basically, Ham's children are the Africans. We're not supposed to mix with those children. And we're not supposed to mix with the children of Cain, which is Abel's wicked brother, which Cain slayed Abel because he wanted to be with his sister, and he was very jealous, and he wanted to be with his beautiful twin. And he didn't want Abel to be with his beautiful twin. He didn't want to be with Abel's twin. So, in more details other than that, you have to read the stories that go up to that. I'll be sharing more about that as well. So anyway, and the children of Moab were afraid of the children of Yasharel, and the children of Moab took all their daughters and their women of beautiful aspect and comely appearance, and dressed them in gold and silver and costly garments. And the children of Moab seated those women at the door of their tents in order that the children of Yasharel might see them and turn to them and not fight against Moab. See, this is a distraction in itself. They're using their women to entice and beguile our men, our brothers, so that they don't come and smite them with the sword. So basically, they're using their wives and their women, which is already unlawful. See, this is the reason why they're unlawful, because that's unrighteous in the community of Yasharel. But anyway, and I'm reading from verse 56 now. And all the children of Moab did this thing to the children of Yasharel, and every man placed his woman and daughter at the door of his tent. And all the children of Moab saw the act of the children of Moab, and the children of Yasharel turned to the daughters of Moab and coveted them. And the Most High said, this is a side note, the Most High said for us not to covet another man's wife. It's unlawful. It don't matter if it's your neighbor, a man, your brother. It doesn't matter. You're not supposed to covet anything of another man or wife, or a slave maid, oxtail, gold, silver, position. any of these things. But in this world, in this society, they teach you to be envious and jealous of the next man, and you're not good enough because you don't have this ain't, but anything you have is not good enough if nobody wants it. And it's all just wickedness, and this is what's happening in Rome, so-called Babel, and pretty much any wicked nation that has to do with that teaches us to do these things. That's not of our Abba, our Father. And they went. Okay, continue with the last few words of verse 56. And coveted them, and they went to them. So they enticed us to do these wicked things and to want their women and to join with them. And basically, I'm about to read pretty much these following verses 57 and 8. And it came to pass that when an ivory, which is the Hebrew word for Hebrew, which is us, came to the door of the tent of Moab, and saw a daughter of Moab, and desired her in his heart, and spoke with her at the door of the tent, that which he desired. While they were speaking together, the man of the tent would not come out and speak to the ivory like unto these words. So basically, you see that one of our brothers, our Hebrew, our ivory brothers, he was basically attracted to one of the Moab daughters, which is the daughters of Lot. And real quick, 58. Surely you know that the brethren, we are all. Surely you know that we are brethren. We are all the descendants of Lot and the descendants of Abraham, his brethren. Wherefore then will you not remain with us, and wherefore will you not eat our bread and our sacrifice? So you see, they trying to use smooth words to get their way in, so they can, basically try to sell us on the idea of being with them and dwelling with them and their wickedness and all that stuff like that. But the Most High already told us that we're not supposed to do any of that wicked stuff that they're trying to have us to do. So anyway, I got a little note right here. It says, they say because we are relatives that we should dwell with them, sons of Abraham, with sons of Lot, which we are the sons of Abraham and they are the sons of Lot. So yeah. And 59. And when the children of Moab had thus overwhelmed him with their speeches and enticed him by their flattering words, they seated him in the tent and cooked and sacrificed for him, and he ate of their sacrifice and of their bread. You see, you gotta watch who you eat from. You can't just be eating with the enemy. Like, I don't care how hungry or how much you're in the heat, and you want a woman. Like, if that woman is a wicked woman, if she's not of our seed, we're not supposed to be dealing with that woman, because it's wickedness that's going to follow along with that. And you're going to be enticed, and you're going to be swayed away from the Most High, following the Most High. That's the reason why. And plus, they're unlawful. Anyway, verse 60. They then gave him wine, and he drank and became intoxicated. That's another reason why you shouldn't be drinking anyway. You say to be sober-minded, because the devil prowls around seeking who he might who he might destroy. So basically, you got to be sober. Like, a lot of people on drugs, like smoking weed with these harlots and witches, and vice versa. A lot of these women up here looking, they ain't got no good father figure, so they going being with these wicked men, getting under the influence, and like drinking, smoking, weed and taking pills and all this stuff is gonna lead you open to this to unfamiliar spirits that's evil and of error and demons. So anyway, verse 60, and they placed him a beautiful damsel, and placed before him a beautiful damsel, and he did with her as he liked, for he knew not what he was doing, as he had drunk plentifully of wine. So watch what the Most High do. Verse 61, and thus did the children of Moab to Yasharel in that place, in the plain of Shittim. And the anger of Yahuah was kindled against Yasharel on account of this matter. He sent a pestilence amongst them, and there died of Yasharel 24,000 men. 24,000 men of Yasharel. That's a big number of like our brothers and sisters that died. Well, actually, not brothers and sisters, but the man that died because of they was lusting after the enemy's daughters and committing fornications and whoredom. So just watch what's going to happen now. So now there was a man of the children of Simeon whose name was Zimri, the son of Kalu, who connected himself with the Midiani, Kozibi, the daughter of Tesor, king of Midian, in the sight of all the children of Yasharel. So this is another instance of us going ahead and committing more fornication and wicked relationships, interrelationships with wicked seeds of different nations. Again, this is a different race. These are not Israelites. So here we go again. Part 2. And verse 63. And Penechek, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, saw this wicked thing which Zimri had done, and he took a spear and rose up and went after them and pierced them both and slew them. And the pestilence ceased from the children of Yasharel. What? Man. Nowadays you see brothers with children of Esau and all these different wicked Middle Eastern women, and none of these. I mean, the only time it was said that out of the 613 law that we could mix with the children of Esau was if they was third generation integration with the Most High. If they was already in like the third generation and they've been serving the Most High, following the Most High, cleansed and purified through the Most High. But that's not what's happening. We up here, you seeing brothers, sisters with these wicked Esau children, and not even just that, like these Roman Indians and all of these the Chinese, the Japanese, the children of Moab, and the Roman children, the Italian children, which is still Greece, Italy, Rome, the enemy. Mixing with African children, the daughters, sons and daughters of Africa. All of this stuff is abominable to the Most High. So you saw what that said? He got so angry, he slew them, and the pestilence ceased from the children of Yasharel. That's a big deal. That's part of the reason why we in this today. And it said at that time, after the pestilence, Yahuah said to Moses and to Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, saying, number the heads of the 12 of the whole community of the children of Yasharel, from 20 years old and upward, all that went forth in the army. And Moses Eleazar numbered the children of Yasharel after their families, and the number of all the Yasharel was 700,730. And the number of the children of Levi from 1 month old and upward was 23,000. And amongst these there was not a man of those numbered by Moses and Aaron in the wilderness of Sinai. So a lot of those brothers died and sisters died, like, from different reasons, from disobeying the Most High and disobeying Moses, because the Most High set Moses to lead the people to promised land, or to the next part of where, as far as he was supposed to lead them, and then Yahusha was supposed to take and lead those people through those wars and into their promised land over the Jordan. So verse 5, for Yahuah had told them that they would die in the wilderness, so they all died, and not one had been left of them excepting Caleb the son of Yephunneh and Yahusha the son of Nun. And it was after this that Yahuah said to Moses, say unto the children of Israel to avenge upon Midian the cause of their brethren and the children of Yasharel. And pretty much we want to basically to fight another war against these people, because that's how much the Most High is not playing with us about this stuff. Like, we becoming wicked on our own already, and we up here intermingling with all these wicked nations. It's making it worse, and it's wicked. It's very wicked what's going on in these days. We up here just mixing with these other wicked nations, and we just acting like we just blind to it, and we just don't see it. And like, the Esau is right in our face. These people are pink. These people are not white. And I'm not even just talking about them. It's the Asians, the Africans. Africans look more like us than anybody else. So it's hard to tell them more. So anyway. And Moses did so. And the children of Yasharel chose from amongst them 12,000 men, being 1,000 to a tribe, and they went to Midian. And the children of Yasharel warred against Midian, and they slew every male, also the five princes of Midian, and Balaam. And Balaam, the son of Beor, did they slay with the sword. Balaam, he was the warlock, the sorcerer, the magician, the advisor to Pharaoh during that time, that was wicked, and giving him advice to do wicked things to us and torture us and have us being enslaved and working and building this Egypt or Mistrum that they had, that we was helping them build. We could have destroyed our forefathers could have destroyed them all back when we was in that strength and we was following the Most High already. But they tricked us, and we got weaker through hard work and slavery, and it just got bad for us. But the children of Levi, they wasn't part of that, really. So anyway, that's just me sharing what I've discovered, and it's more other than that to learn about all of that stuff. So, brothers and sisters, please just try to follow the Most High and part away from these wicked people in these nations, and join with yourself, brothers and sisters, with a brother and sister of your own kind, your own seed, so we don't inflict more self-hate and get the Most High wroth and ready to destroy us more so, or you don't be destroyed, because I got my sister, my queen. So anyway, peace and love to the children of Yasharel, and to the Gentiles that believe as well, that's seeking the Most High's righteousness and ways and following the commandments as well. So everybody, do your best to seek the Most High and to read His word, His Torah. That's how you get to know Him. Peace and love.